Twitter has always struck me as a very company-specific story. It's no longer about, what percentage of social media eyeball hours is Twitter getting. It's kind of its own thing. And I think the fact that people could say, fine, monthly active users are down because they're kind of curating their usership and they're kind of shuttling between this $20 and $40 wild range.
In the end, it doesn't, MAUs, DAUs, they're interesting, but really all that matters is whether advertisers want to pay up. And 29% more do.
Eventually, the size of the user base and the engagement matters a lot because it's a leading indicator of how much revenue they can generate from it. But I do think that the big problem with Twitter was expectations just got absurdly out of whack a few years ago. People thought, oh, it's the next Facebook. And it was always actually this niche product. The good news for Twitter is there's nothing else that does what it does. If you are into the news, it is the best way to follow the news. And there's always going to be a segment of the population that is totally into that. Twitter's great for that. So I do think they still have a defensible position.
And to that point, we have seen Twitter in past quarters fall because they've missed on monthly average users. We saw the numbers come down this time around. They actually fell lower than the company's own expectations. Does this actually mark a turning point in terms of how investors are now starting to look at Twitter or some of these other social media companies?
Well, I would say with Twitter, they actually have a lot more cleaning up and reducing to do. Twitter is still, it's a tough platform to be on. It is often unpleasant. I think there are a lot of arguments to make that they would be much better off if they forced folks to go to their real names. You actually had to comment on your own name. So you could do that and see a big reduction. But as long as that core user base of people who are addicted to it, and there's still a lot of people is there, then I think they do have a good business.